Hold on.
Oh, look at it. She bought that. Period.
What's the craziest conspiracy theory you think about, but you wouldn't tell nobody?
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You got one type there? Craziest conspiracy theory. Pizzagate. They all did that shit. They got the island. Yeah. Bill Gates. Goddamn. The first lady. Goddamn the Trump. Yeah. All of them. They tapped in.
Hey, Mike, what's your worst breakup story?
My worst breakup story? I caught him in bed cheating and I whooped that.
Oh, man. That's sad, though. All right, next question. What's heavier, a pound of pillows or a pound of pennies?
A pound of pennies.
Pound of pennies. This is the last one.
He can't even say it. He's getting dialed.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Yo, welcome to the New Number Podcast. I want to tell everybody thank y'all for tuning in. Oh, what? Sounds a little, maybe that's just my voice. My shit might be a little raspy today. I want to tell everybody thank y'all for tuning in today. Oh, let me adjust this camera. Oh, yeah, there we go. But thank y'all for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about Sonya Massey. I know that's been the thing that everybody's been talking about. We're going to talk about Sonya Massey. And my question when it comes to Sonya Massey, do y'all think Sonya Massey was trying to commit suicide, death by police? And the reason that I ask y'all this question, would you show up to a gunfight with boiling water? Now we're gonna watch some videos, and granted, I do think she was mentally disturbed. I do. I definitely think she was mentally disturbed. Yeah, I think she was mentally disturbed. And I just want to ask y'all, do y'all think she was trying to commit suicide? With her rhetoric about, God and Jesus, the way she was acting, coming to the door with no clothes on after she called the police, come to find out that there were other people, EMTs that came to her home earlier that day because she had like a mental health, break or episode. So before we get started, I want y'all to like the video, share the video, and tell me what y'all think. I'm finna share this video right here. But it's so many layers to why we're seeing this. Police killing, going viral, talking points, even around election time. So I'm going to share this video right quick.
Afternoon. I'm Erica Sargent.
And I'm Joe Donlin. We begin with breaking news video that is incredibly difficult to watch. Today, the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office releasing body camera footage of one of its deputies shooting and killing a Springfield woman inside her home.
CBS 2's Lauren Victory is in the newsroom. Lauren, Sonya Massey called 911 for help.
Yes, and you'll hear an almost haunting line from the deputy right after the victim, Sonya Massey, comes to the door. Listen close and also know that the audio and video of this deadly police encounter are graphic and may be hard to watch.
Deputies arrived to Sonya Massey's house on July 6th after she reported a possible intruder. Body camera video shows them searching her property and taking special interest in a car.
He comes to the door. Listen close and also know that the audio and video of this deadly police encounter are graphic and may be hard to watch.
Deputies arrived to Sonya Massey's house on July 6th after she reported a possible intruder. Body camera video shows them searching her property and taking special interest in a car with broken windows. They knock at least 5 times, and Massey comes to the door, mumbling something to Deputy Sean Grayson, who responds,
"Oh, we hurt you. You called us."
The conversation appears to be wrapping up about a minute later.
"Is there anything else I can do for you?"
Then deputies ask more about that car and wind up coming inside Massey's house for some questions. They notice the stove is on. Massey goes over to the pot of water, and things take a fatal turn.
Huh? Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of.
See, this is the issue that I have right here. I'm gonna let y'all continue to watch, but we gotta talk about it. I got the full video we're gonna watch later on, but I'm gonna let y'all continue to watch this one from the news report since it's edited out, because y'all know YouTube has been getting real sensitive about the stuff you can and cannot show. So some of the part, it's gonna be very difficult to see what was really going on in this incident or this killing. So y'all just make sure y'all go back and find the actual video so y'all can see what really happened without it being edited.
I'll kill you in that better. No, I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Deputy Grayson's body camera shows his vantage point as he raises his weapon. Massey places the pot down, puts her hands in the air, and ducks. Grayson shoots. Massey died. Her father, James Wilburn, spoke with CBS News about what he saw on video.
Some of my best friends are in law enforcement. I'm former law enforcement, so it's embarrassing.
About a minute after the shooting, Deputy Grayson says this.
What else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the face.
Massey may be holding the pot of water above her head right before shots are fired. Whatever happened, Grayson was arrested after the Sangamon County State's attorney determined the shooting was not justified.
I won't see her again. I can't talk to her again. I can't touch her again.
Grayson is currently in custody on charges including first-degree murder, aggravated battery, and official misconduct. He's fired from his job as a Sangamon County deputy. Live in the newsroom, I'm Lauren Victory, CBS News, Chicago.
All right, Lauren, thank you.
Our Dave Sabini is analyzing the body camera video frame by frame with a police training expert in Chicago. His take on what happened, that's coming up on our news at 6.
So with this video, they were talking about how this was going from her in Chicago all the way up to the White House. Now, why is that important? Because it seems like every election year or every election cycle, it's always the anniversary to kill niggas, right? And the reason I say that is we always get now this is what black people say. Black people always say this. Police are always out to kill niggas, always out to do something wrong. But we only get those videos around election time. And I wonder why that is. Like this Sonya Massey stuff is everywhere. It's the only thing that I can see. But it's also crazy that we see a black woman being killed by a white man when we typically see black men getting killed by white men. But we also have a black woman, quote unquote, black woman vice president, even though she says she's Indian. She told us she's Indian, but y'all want to claim her because she wearing pink and green, and that's cool because, you know, black people love identity politics. That's neither here nor there. But like I said, y'all love identity politics, and so she can say ski wee, and she can call y'all sorors, and because she went to Howard University. But I hate pro-black people. This is my rant about Kamala Harris. I hate pro-black people married to white folks. That is so weird to me. How you go to a HBCU and go marry a white man? How you be pro-black and marry a white man? But I also got to remember years ago, y'all was in love with a show called Scandal, where a black woman was a mistress to a white man, and y'all swear they were so in love and he wanted her. But it's crazy that y'all call that romance, but the black woman was a side chick. Have y'all noticed most of the romance movies, like The Notebook, involve some type of infidelity? Involve some type of infidelity. But like I said, I'm going to say this again. Y'all love identity politics, and y'all stand behind people who are pro-black or black women who marry white men. Because if it was a black man with a white woman, y'all would take his pro-black card away. But since Kamala is here and she did all these quote unquote black things, y'all are okay with it, because we know in our community, the black community, it is a trophy for a black woman to get with a white man. She feels as if she's deemed pretty enough, worthy enough, if she gets with a white man. Well, back to Sonya Massey. They got protests out there right now, so I'm gonna play some protest videos, and then we're gonna get into watching the whole, oh man, the whole video of, I don't know what the hell it just did. We're gonna watch the whole video of this encounter, because there's a lot that goes on here. Yeah, my computer work right. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Kamala Harris, there she is right now. Speaking of old cat, it's weird that black people side with abortion, but that's neither here nor there. Here we go, guys. Y'all put in the comment section, let me know how y'all feeling today. How do y'all feel about this Sonya Massey incident? Do you think it was justified, unjustified? Do you think there could have been better precautions when it comes to the shooting? Do you think the police need better training? My take on this, it looks as if the police that shot her and Sonya Massey were both dealing with some type of mental illness. And the reason that I say this is because I know that from my interviews of police on my channel, they say they only have to take one psych evaluation, and that's when they get the job. Now, a high stress situation where you can have a gun every day, potentially kill somebody, arrest people, fight people, do all this stuff where you interact with people in such a violent manner, or your life could be taken from you, where you got to wear protective equipment because you don't know what you're going to deal with out there in the real world. That needs to be multiple psych evaluations. But one is what y'all do. Okay. Y'all also don't train a lot when it comes to shooting. I also got that information when I interviewed this police officer on my channel. He said they don't have to, or they only have to have a few hours of actual shooting at a gun to say that they're ready to go back out there in the field. But he said there's nowhere near enough to be comfortable with your weapon, holstering it and unholstering it, learning how to hold it, shooting it. Like, those things are very important when it comes to in the field training or in the field action when you're not training off the field. So he was saying that that is so important that they need to have more training, more psych evaluations. They need to have more lie detector tests. A whole bunch of stuff needs to go on, but they are struggling for bodies. And since COVID, a lot of police departments are struggling because so many people got out of the police force because of the hate and the vitriol that a lot of police were getting, and the backlash. Even they quote unquote the good police that haven't had any incidences, that just didn't want to deal with the stress that was already there, then the stress that gets added from the political pushes of the Democratic Party to defund the police, the idea, which is crazy, the idea that the police in America were formed to catch slaves, when in if you know about police, you can research this. Police were formed way over there in Great Britain, Wales, and all that before. So police were not here to catch motherfucking slaves. Now there were sects of police, sets of people that came police to catch slaves, but police were not invented or made or put in America to catch slaves. That is not true. Even in California, y'all can look up the documentaries of how they have actual white men who are in these gangs or in these biker groups who become policemen and actually patrol black and brown neighborhoods just so they can inflict some type of pain, so they can take out their, I guess, racial frustrations on these different people. That is a real thing. They talk about it all the time in California. And that's why when you have NWA making songs like Fuck the Police, and then you see the backlash they get from that, like this is their real reality, because you see the police riding up and down your neighborhood way more than anybody else, like a white neighborhood or affluent neighborhood is seeing the police, because they're there strictly just to fuck with you. But let's watch this protest video.
A peace rally to keep Sonya's memory alive. Alfred Dixon says he has played with Sonya's children and will remember her as someone who spread a message of love.
She was the kindest, nicest person I knew. She was just very loving, invited me in her home. And she just was loving. She loved everyone. In a short amount of time, she loved you already.
Reggie Guyton has been attending Stand With Sonya rallies. He said it's been powerful to be a part of the community coming together in the wake of a tragedy.
It's amazing how the community can come together and really just take the collective grief that we're feeling and then do something with it. We've been able to defy expectations of what mourning looks like, of what grieving looks like, and the expectation that we would be violent in the face of violence. And I think it really does set a tone and an example for who we are and what we can be.
Alfred and Faith Perry, Alfred's cousin, says this peace march could be the beginning of big changes.
It gives me faith. It gives me hope that that there can be a change.
Yeah, it really can be. Like, if the change is small or big, either way, we just want to change. And like I got to say, justice for Sonya Massey.
Community organizers have plans to continue showing out and showing up for the Massey family. Meanwhile, the Massey family and attorney Ben Crump addressed the community early today. WAND's Ben Mackey shares more from today's press conference. In Springfield, Hannah Flahan, WAND News.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
Yeah, I know Ben Crump. If Ben Crump there, he's there to get some money. He don't give a damn about people getting killed or black people. He is your present day ambulance chaser. That's what Benjamin Crump is. If you see Ben Crump, he there to get you some money. You know somebody finna get paid. You know he gonna push the black rhetoric, even if this case right here may not have nothing to do with racism. JBO said, did she try to throw hot water on them, or did he shoot her for no reason? Well, this is why I did this video, because it pissed me off. First of all, I'm gonna say this is an unpopular opinion, but black people, you can't say y'all fuck the police, defund the police, you don't care about the police, and then when you have an issue, you call the police. You can look it up statistically. The reason that a lot of people encounter police is because black women call the police on people more than anything, even themselves. When you think about like this incident with Sonya Massey, or like a case that resonates in my brain a lot is the one in California where the grandmama called the police on her grandson, and he ended up coming outside with a knife. He was mentally ill. He came outside with a knife, and they shot and killed him too. And she just wanted to get him help. But what is the police supposed to do in those situations? A lot of those situations. So I'm going to say this: boiling hot water is a weapon. If you watch the other videos that are not edited, she did try to act as if she was retreating when she ducks down, and then she throws the water. This is why I asked my initial question: do y'all think Sonya Massey was trying to commit suicide or death by cop. And the reason I asked that, she was talking crazy out of her mind. I rebuke you, Jesus, 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 Jesus. Can you hand me my Bible? And I'm going to show y'all the full version of this police interaction, because we got to get a lot more detail that goes on with this, right? You got to have a lot more detail that goes along with this, which is, like I said, it's scary. It's crazy to say the least. I think the police could have handled it much better. When she went over there to that pot of water, you see one of the policemen actually moving away. And she asked him, "Where are you going?" And he said, "Well, I'm moving away from you and that hot water." If you can move away from that hot water, and then the other police, by the time she picks that up and says, "I'm going to shoot you in the fucking face," takes 5 steps over there towards her instead of 5 steps back outside of the door. This way, you don't get hit with any hot water and you don't kill anybody. That just seems like right. And I think that's why we have to have this conversation about complying is one thing, but also when you have that power, just because you have that power and that authority in those moments, if you feel like that, you could take someone's life. That doesn't mean you should do it. Because you have the power to do something doesn't mean you should do anything, right? So I feel as if just because the police have guns and sometimes are vindicated in those actions when they're killing people, they feel like they have the authority and we want people to comply. But sometimes there has to be some type of common ground, because when I played this video of how they interacted with her, it seemed like everything was copacetic. It seemed like everything was going good. She was talking nice to them. They were talking nice to her. And then it's just a flip of a switch. Things just got weird on both parties, with both parties. So let me play this. Let me share my video real quick so we can talk about it. And I'm starting at this point. I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm starting at this point right here because all they doing in like the first 10 minutes is just walking around the first 6 minutes. They're just walking around her house trying to they're walking around her house trying to see if there were any disturbances out there, because she had called them because she said she had heard like somebody was outside of her house. Also, what raised suspicion is they found her car, or a car, in the driveway, and that car had windows busted out of it. Then when they asked her about the car, she said it wasn't her car. Then later in the house, it became her car. So I'm just gonna play the video so y'all can watch it. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Oh, I'll tap it. So it's more. $3.19 contact list for some through a picture. You want to try and call her 17 back here and let her know we're out front.
Computer, don't freeze up on me. Now, what's weird about this situation now is, let me pause it. But what's weird about what's going on now, you call the police, they come to your house, they check it out, come to your door. We're 7 minutes and 19 seconds in on this body cam footage, and the light is completely dark in your house. They're knocking on the door, and you do not come to the door. That's red flag number one right there. Red flag number one. You're not coming to the door. I don't know what's going on in this instance. I don't know why you would call the police and then turn all the lights and not be expecting them to come, especially when you've already had the EMTs come to your house earlier today because of a mental health breakdown you had earlier that day.
You didn't see anybody out walking that way, did you? No, not when I came in. I didn't see anybody that way. I hear her phone ringing and she's refusing to come to the door, so we're about to go tonight. She's dead in there. Oh, I hope not.
It's taking her almost 2 minutes to come to the door.
Is this a ring doorbell? Yeah, it doesn't work though. Sheriff's office.
Was she cussing at them?
Two houses down. Oh no, it's a. Go ahead.
This lady still hasn't come to the door.
She was yelling inside. Still hold on. You coming to the door or not? All right, hurry up. Bud.
Like I said, this whole thing of why she's not coming to the door, we like 3 minutes in. It's weird. Now you got the police on high alert because why would you call us and not be prepared to talk to us or, you know, be easily accessible when it's time for us to talk to you? Red flag number one.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Sheriff.
I agree, JBO.
I'll have you down here, and I need to go here. Please don't hurt me, y'all.
Oh, it hurt you. You called us.
Okay, please.
So what'd you hear?
Somebody keeps outside my house, y'all. Please,
Is this your car over here?
please, God, please, God, please.
Do y'all see how she came to the door? Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. He said, why would we hurt you? Like, this is weird. Like how she had me waiting 3 minutes. You come to the door saying some wild stuff about us hurting you. And now you're talking about please God, please God. This is a little awkward to say the least. Watch it again.
I'll have you down here, and I need to go here. Please don't hurt me, y'all.
Oh, it hurt you. You called us.
Okay, please.
So what'd you hear?
Somebody keeps outside my house, y'all. Please,
Is this your car over here?
please, God, please, God, please.
Is this your car over here? Oh,
Please, God.
that's not your black car in the driveway? Oh, well, we checked your yard. We walked around the whole block. We didn't see anybody. We don't. We checked the whole area. There's nobody out walking around.
I know, y'all. Please, God, please, God. I'm trying to get help, y'all, but
What do you need help with?
nothing. Please, God, please, God, please. I don't know what to do.
Do with what?
Huh?
What do you need help with?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if I could help me.
What do you want help with?
Huh?
What do you want help with?
So y'all mean to tell me the way she's acting is not a little makes you uneasy, makes you a little nervous? And then if you knew the police were coming, why did you come to the house with a house coat on? What you think, Debo finna break in there and break you off some? Like, this is weird. And this is why I tell people, if you watch a 2-minute clip of a quick interaction when it's involving the police, because they try to do the same thing election with George Floyd. They try to act like they pull up on George Floyd, put him in the cuffs, and knock his ass on the ground because he didn't comply by getting in the car, which wasn't true. Where they told him, hey, go sit in the car, which they later released. He kept saying, no, fidgety, high on drugs, because he had a bunch of fentanyl in him, high on drugs and shit like that. And then they put his ass on the ground. Also, they don't tell you this, but the knee in the back or on the neck and shit like that, they also teach that in the police academy. Most people don't know that. So when people be like, oh, that was an illegal move, you're not supposed to do that and stuff like that. Yeah, now they they revised on what you're supposed to do, but that was something that was taught and people did that. Policemen did that. So for her to come here, yeah, JBO, she is acting weird. For her to come talk about please God, please God, please God, this further makes me think this person seems like she has already made some type of reconciliation or some type of reconciliation with God or her life, or she's kind of like in a transitioning phase to be killed almost. That's why she keep talking to God, please God, please God, please God. Because you can see this woman is literally off her rocker. If you made me wait 3 minutes, the lights are completely off in the house. When you come to the house, you only in a trench coat. Then you say, please don't hurt me. And the police said, why would we hurt you? You called us. And you on your phone saying, please God, please God. What am I supposed to think? This whole interaction is off already.
I heard somebody outside.
Yeah, we checked your house. We checked your backyard. I walked all the way through all these backyards. We checked your front yard.
We didn't see nobody.
Yeah, so. Nobody's out here.
You didn't see anybody?
Nope. Checked the whole area.
And if you hear that sound in the background, those are fireworks. You can hear the pop and then the sparkles. Those are fireworks.
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get.
I got you. All right. Is there anything else we can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
You doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure.
My medicine stuff.
All right. Okay.
I love y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. That's not your black card.
This is the part where the police should have left. Nobody else is out there. She says she's taking the medicine. She's doing all right mentally, even though we can all see she's off a rocker a little bit, maybe a lot of bit. But this is the part where the police should left because they came to check outside to see if there was anybody outside. I got to ask the question. If you think somebody outside, why would you be in that type of clothing in case it could have been a raper man outside? I don't know. This is just a real question. That's why this whole situation is weird. Why would you be having that type of clothing on when it could be a raper man right outside your window? You ain't got no gun. It's nothing about this situation that speaks sanity on anybody's part.
The SUV? Whose is it? You don't know? If someone just parked it in your driveway?
They brought it to my driveway.
And just left it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's run that.
Yeah. 19, I got a 20 clear.
Does anyone else live here with you?
Somebody else.
David Mary 43556.
So now they're running the license plates. The reason they're running the license plate on that car, as you see, she said somebody dropped that car off and left it. Also, the windows are bust out of that car. And don't forget this important bit of information. The EMTs came earlier that day to this house.
A name? You come back here or something? Take your name real quick. Attach this. See who we spoke to.
This AI tool will take your idea and create a complete book, complete with design, images, layout, everything, including the content, literally in a few minutes. Watch this. So I'm using Designer, which will import content from your blog, from a Google Doc or a Word doc or even a YouTube, depending on the.
Right, she damn sure was suspicious. Also, are y'all looking at this house? Are y'all looking at her house on the inside? Do y'all see how junky and dismayed this house is? Do y'all see how it's filthy everywhere? This is the proper representation of a woman's mind when you add a mental health issue to it. Like most women houses are junky a little bit, but when this is like overload, this is like the woman's brain on antidepressants and shit like that. This is what you get. And also, this lady is definitely mental ill, because I have never in life seen a flow model TV that fucking big. Did y'all see that TV? Like my parents got a flow model TV, but it ain't that big, and they literally just got rid of it. That's what made me think about this when I watched this video, because I went and picked my kids up, and their flow model TV just went out, and it's 20 years old, but it's not that big. It looked like that, but it ain't that big.
I got the sheriff department here, but I was calling for help from y'all.
So y'all don't see that big ass TV right there?
They're here in my house right now. Okay, I'll let you go. You talk to them. No, hold on. Wait a second, sir.
You can hang up, Cosmo. Okay.
You're there with the deputy, correct? No, hold on, okay?
You can hang up.
For what? Just 1 second, okay?
Why is she on the phone like this? Like everything she's doing is suspicious as fuck.
Okay.
What's up?
I got some paperwork. Can you grab that Bible, please?
Yeah. Hey, I just need your name.
Why is she asking them to grab Bibles and stuff? I just need your name so I can get the fuck on.
So we can get out of here. Was there any damage previous to your car?
Previous, yeah, it was.
Okay, what was the damage?
A dent, I believe.
But what about windows?
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
Okay, perfect.
So if y'all listen to the call from earlier, when she called in the EMT, and when they get there later on, she busts her own windows out of her vehicle. Now, I want to tell y'all this. Earlier, she said that wasn't her car. But now they're finding out that is her car. But when they came earlier, she was the one that busted the windows out of that vehicle.
What is your last name? Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to text.
Massey.
Huh?
Massey.
You have an ID? That'd make things so much easier. I just need just driver's license will do, and then I'll get out of your hair.
I want to show y'all my paperwork.
I will get your paperwork.
What paperwork?
Okay. I got some paperwork.
Well, just get your ID.
Well, let's get your ID first, and then
one task at a time here.
Okay.
JBO, I don't think she smoked anything. I just think she's mentally off. And see, this is the issue that we're having in America right now. We're letting too many insane people function outside of sane asylums. And the reason I say that, it was a video that got released recently about all of the migrants that were coming to America. And they was talking about how all these insane asylums in California, Chicago, and New York that was closed down, they're going to open them back up, remodel them so they can house migrants when we have American citizens over here that are struggling with mental illnesses. Like this topic that we're talking about is a serious topic that you got to handle with kid gloves, because you don't want to be disrespectful to people like this that's dealing with mental illness. And the thing is, we have a lot of I think a lot of these police deal with mental illnesses as well, because we don't know what they see on the job, or if they go get help for their mental illnesses that they have or that they're trying to work through. I don't think she smoked anything. I think this is just who this woman is, and you could tell she's been like this by the way that house is. The condition of the house shows the type of person that you're dealing with, because I'm not a person that likes to deal and be in filth. I think when you're a person that lives in filth and have those dirty houses, or those people who are hoarders, those are people that just have cluttered brains and don't know what to do with them.
Here, grab your ID for me.
Okay.
Your ID. One task at a time. So let's do an ID, and then you can dig around for your paperwork.
I don't know where my ID is.
You have that stack right there, maybe.
1 second.
Check on her.
Let me get this.
No, we don't need a fire while we're here.
Right. Okay. Let me see. Okay.
So as y'all see, she went over there to the stove. She got this pot boiling, big ass fire. I don't know what the hell she trying to cook or what she's trying to do. And it's right alongside the refrigerator. Everything about this encounter is weird. She's acting so weird. And the police, they're acting calm as can be, cool as fan. Let me get your ID. Let me get your name. I'm a deal. She still hasn't produced the ID or anything. So we can write our report out, because that's probably why they're getting this ID is to write a report. That's what I would think. I'm not a police officer, so I don't know. But I would just imagine they look at her ID, make sure she is who she is, so we can write a report and we can deal. The only reason we probably in your house now, because you said you had a vehicle outside your house that wasn't yours with busted out windows. So now we're trying to make sure everything is more copacetic, because you called us and said that you had people outside of your house, or you heard a noise outside their house, and now all of a sudden it's a car outside your house that you said somebody drove there and left, but it's not, it doesn't belong to you and has damage to it. So now we got to figure out what the hell is going on, because now it makes us more suspicious. That's what led us to your house, because I think, like I said earlier, when she said she was good, her mental health was good, and she was on her medication, I would have left her alone. Sometimes, if they would have left, some other stuff would have popped out, then they would have been liable for that too, because they, a big Red Debo looking ass nigga could have walked in there and told her a whole new asshole, and she could have said, well, I called the police and the EMTs. They thought I was crazy and whoop and all this, and nobody protected me. They would have been worried about a lawsuit on that, and then this could have made the news. How black women are so unprotected and all of that other bullshit. But like I was saying, this is why we're here right now. So let's keep going.
Huh? Away from your hot steaming water.
So you see, she gets the pot, the police body cam, he moves away. This is when the other guy should have stepped back. He should have stepped back, waited to see what was going on. He said, I'm moving away from your hot water. This is when this interaction gets weird to me, because they had a chance to leave outside on the porch. Now he has a chance to step back a few more feet out of the distance of her being able to throw hot water. But I'm going to say this again, because I know a lot of people aren't going. There's going to be a lot of people that's not going to agree with me. Hot water is a deadly weapon. I don't know if y'all seen how people get burned. I don't know if y'all seen people's skin get melted. I know y'all seen people that had to get like 100 skin grafts from boiling water. So much so when y'all boiling water or boiling noodles or boiling eggs in the kitchen, y'all tell y'all kids, hey, y'all need to get out of here, because I don't want y'all running into my kitchen, because if the water fall on your face or fall, you're gonna be burned and scarred forever. Did she wait 2 minutes for the water to start boiling? Dang. Yeah, it's like I said, this whole situation is weird as fuck. And my question is, this is another reason why I think she was trying to do death by suicide. Did you put that pot of water? Did you put that pot of water on that stove when the police came?
In the water?
Yeah.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name.
Now she's talking even more crazy. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Can you pass my Bible? It's kind of like those weird religious zealots, but when you add mental disorder to it, it sounds even more crazier because he just told her, hey, I'm moving away from you and your hot boiling water because I don't know what you're going to do with it. Because ever since we've encountered you, you have been acting kind of suspicious, off kilter, not normal, uncommon. We ask you, is your mental health okay? You said you've been taking your medicine. Doesn't look like you've been taking your medicine, but you said you have. I'm looking at your house. It's in disarray. So this is another sign of someone who's maybe off her medicine. So that's why, he's stepping back. Even though they told her to turn the water off, I'm going to step back because you could still throw this boiling hot water on me.
You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot! 19 shots.
Okay, this is where it gets even more weird. This is where it gets weird. When he told her to drop the pot, the other officer jumps in front of him while his gun is drawn and could have potentially shot him when you jumped in the line of sight of your partner. That was weird. This shows a lack of training right here. Lack of training right here. When she acts when her fake surrender, because she fake surrenders. That's why I told you I can't show the actual video because they're gonna blur it out. But go watch the actual video. She fake surrenders and throws the water at them. They don't tell you that. So when people be like, water is not going to be, it's boiling hot water. I want y'all to go take some boiling water and throw it on you and a pot of it. And yes, that's considered a weapon. In Alabama, where I stay at, you can get shot for a lot less. In Alabama, where I stay at, you can get shot for a lot less. Just saying, right? So she fakes surrender, goes down, picks the pot up, and then she throws the water, and you can see the steam on the floor right by the officer's feet, right? You can see the steam right by the officer's feet. And like I said, this officer took 4 or 5 steps towards her when she had the water and could have just stepped out of the house. You could have just, those 5 steps that you took walking towards her when she got that water, you could have took those 5 steps because the door is right behind you. Then what y'all could have did is regrouped as a team and said, hey, Sonya, come out with your hands up. We need to talk to you. Sonya, come out with your hands up. We need to talk to you. This is a lack of training because that's what I did. Because I would have just made sure I would have been out of the distance of the water being thrown on me. That's why I asked y'all, do you think she was looking to commit suicide? Because would you bring a boiling pot of water to a gunfight? The way she keeps saying, Jesus, Jesus, I rebuke you. All of this, like I said, she's kind of like reconciling for her life, or she's made peace with what could come next, almost.
Fire, shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot! Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078. Fuck.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, if you headshot, dude, you're actually done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
And see, this is where I think he's going to catch a lot of flack because the partner said he's going to get his kit. He says, nah, don't worry about it. It's a headshot. because you're supposed to be there to, after something like that happens, which I know from talking to my friend that is a policeman, you're supposed to be there to try to save them after an incident happens like that. So him telling you not to go get a med kit just looks even more worse on you after you just shot this lady in the head.
God damn it. God, fuck. Dude, I'm not taking fucking boiling water in the fucking head. Hey, look, it fucking came right to our feet, too.
He said, I'm not finna take any boiling water to my fucking face. See, look, it came right there by my feet. It came right there by my feet.
God damn it. Fuck. God damn it. You good? I'm good. You good?
See, this interaction was bad on both parties. When a motherfucker, you ask a motherfucker right now, hey, how's your mental health? See, that's what I don't know. I don't know if it was boiling water or hot sink water. That's one thing I don't know. But she did have a pot on the sink. But if you listen in the background, you do hear the sink running. So I don't know what the hell going on. No, I'm thinking it's boiling water. You know why I'm gonna say that? Because you can see the steam on that flow. That ain't no hot sink water, because we now turn the water hot as it can go. It don't steam like that. That's boiling water. That's the water that's gonna take all your motherfucking skin off.
Good? Yeah, I'm good. What's her got? Let her fucking just. God, there's nothing we can do, man. Fuck! You good? All right. Fuck.
Robin says she didn't pose any physical threat. If y'all get boiling water thrown on y'all, they may know what kind of physical threat you feel. What Doug Dorton said, once she threw the water, she is then unarmed. The cop killed her, period. I agree, but did he shoot her while she was throwing the water? And if you go and look at the video when it's not blurred, it was both like split seconds. She was throwing water and he was shooting. So it's not like she threw the water, then he shot. Then I agree with you wholeheartedly, because what the fuck else is she going to throw at me after the water hit the ground? But it's literally she throws the water and he's shooting at the same time, Doug. That's what Doug said, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all share the video. Y'all make sure y'all like the video too while y'all here.
Well, I mean, you know, what else do we do? I'm not taking hot boiling water to the fucking face, and it already reached us. Fuck.
They got a 52 en route?
Yeah, 1078.
So I'm gonna ask this question. Y'all tell me, do y'all think getting boiling hot water thrown on y'all a threat? And the reason I'm gonna say this, I watched too many fucking Medea movies to know that women put shit on stoves and throw it on niggas to inflict pain. So her throwing water on, trying to throw water on the officers, she probably seen a lot of Tyler Perry plays. They even got a running joke in the Tyler Perry movies. You ever played grit ball? You know what it is, because we've seen plenty things where women actually boil things and throw it on men to inflict pain and scar them up and hurt them. So when y'all say it's not a threat, I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. That is weird. Anything boiling hot, I just told y'all don't even let y'all fucking kids run around the stove and when y'all boiling stuff, because y'all will be scared that the water will fall on them. It's not a threat. That's weird to say. If you've watched Tyler Perry movies, that is a running joke. Oh, you ever play grit ball? You ever, like what's the old singer they got? Daddy threw somebody threw grits on them, burnt them the fuck up. I'm just saying, like, what? And then it's gonna run down. It's not like the grits. The grits actually stick in one place. We can't just be seriously saying boiling hot water is not a threat. Then somebody said use a taser. I say don't use a taser. I say don't use a gun. When you seen this officer move 5 feet around the counter to see her, he should have took those 5 steps towards her to walk 5 steps outside, because the door is literally behind them. Both of them, like that from that countertop to the door is probably 12 steps. When he makes his move around that counter, he could have made his move outside. Then after she threw the water, then he could have said, they both could have regrouped. They could have said, hey, Sonya, can you come out with your hands up? We don't know what the hell going on. You called us out here. Now you throwing water on us. We didn't have our guns drawn. We weren't talking to you crazy. You just all of a sudden picked up a pot up and now you're trying to throw it. Instead of him moving forward, his ass should have moved out the door. You could have said, Sonya, come out with your hands up. Like I said, I don't know where y'all from. I'm from the South. That is a real thing. Well, bitches get mad at they niggas. As a matter of fact, I just seen a couple weeks ago, a dude was sleeping on the couch. He was knocked the fuck out. Oh my God, this nigga just, they sent somebody was evil. Why would you call the police anyway if you don't know if you will get somebody good or bad? But you sense they were evil. If you look, that's why I say y'all got to go look at the unedited version. She puts her hands up, goes down, then grabs the pan and then throws it at them. It was a fake surrender. As I go down with my hands, I come back up and I threw the pot at the police. Go watch it. The YouTube would not let me play the whole video unedited without getting a channel strike. And if y'all think I'm just, as a matter of fact, y'all be thinking I'm bullshit. I'm finna see if I can find a clip from Tyler Perry talking about you ever play grit ball. Bruh, this is weird to say. She kept her eyes on the same cop. Do you know that was the main cop that was engaging her the whole time? We watched it from when they knocked on the door. She had them waiting out there 3 minutes. She comes to the door. The first thing out of her mouth is, don't do anything to me or don't harm me. He says to her, why would we do that? And you called us out here. She threw the water, not the pot. She threw the water. Correction. She threw the water at him. I don't think she was trying to shield herself with the pot because at mid-throw, she was getting shot. The reason she kept her eye on that cop. Yes, I have had a gun on me before. And I'm here to live about it. She didn't even have a gun on her at all. He told her, you better not. She called for help. He helped. He killed. The help killed her. It's insane. I agree. And I'm going to say this again. Do y'all know in the Black community, the reason we encounter police so much now is because the Black women call the police more than anybody. This is a statistical fact. Same thing with Sonya. We're watching. She called the police. She called the police. So like I said, when we having these conversations, we got to have real conversations. Why would you even try to act as if you're going to throw something at the police? Why would you act like you're going to throw something at the police? And like I said, I agree. The police could have handled it better. I personally would even went in the house after she said she was fine and she was on her medicine. Illinois, they're all crazy. Yeah, this is Chicago. It's you got, not Chicago, Illinois. I don't think it's Chicago, but like I said, up there, it's crazy out there. I don't know how far it is from Chicago, but you just, it's wild. It's a place where on the weekend 130 motherfuckers would get shot. I agree. And that's why the conversation that I'm trying to have is we have a mentally ill police, I believe, and a mentally ill woman interacting in a situation where two sane people are supposed to meet. Because if y'all been watching the same video I watched, you could tell this woman is not in her right mind. You can tell this woman is not in her right mind. Do you know that all this lady had to do is go over there and put the pot in the sink and walk back over there? They was over there chilling, and then she basically kind of made like a joke. Basically, the dude said, what she said, what are you doing? He said, I'm walking away from you and you're boiling hot water. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. This is her talking crazy again. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Like, what are you talking about? I said, I'm walking away from you in this boiling hot water that you continue to have in your hand. After I said, I'm walking away instead of you putting it down and walking back over here. Now, granted, I said this and I'm going to say it again. They had ample time to walk outside instead of taking 5 steps around that counter to shoot this woman. That is my stance. Also, she did not make this situation when she encountered the police to be a up and up situation because, first of all, you called us, and when we come to your door, you make us wait 3 minutes. Then when you come, you open the door and say, don't hurt me. That's why I keep telling y'all that when she keep talking about Jesus, Jesus, pass me my Bible, I rebuke you in Jesus' name, all of this type of stuff. I do think this woman wanted death by police. And remember, this is the second time today, this day, that she called the police to come out there. Second, this is the issue that you have when you have mental insane asylum people out here functioning with regular people. I just told y'all they got all of these insane asylums shut down, and now they're finna reopen them so they can house migrants. But we have so many people running the streets that need mental help. I wonder how many her pops feel, shaking my head, because he worked for law enforcement. All he had to do was keep his gun down. So if you this is a real question. If someone was able to throw some hot boiling water on you, you're not gonna shoot them. This is a real question. You just gonna take hot boiling water, melt your fucking skin off, and you're not gonna shoot them. Because this is a weird conversation because boiling hot water is a threat. Y'all get a little drop on y'all arm and y'all have to y'all act like it's the end of the world. We talking about a whole pot. That's what I'm saying, Doug. I hadn't thought about it that way. She was preparing her weapon, wanted to be shot. I don't know, outside the box. That's what I'm telling y'all. It don't make sense for her to call the police, come to the door, say, oh my God, don't do anything to me. And then the first thing out her mouth, listen, y'all listen, because I understand that when it comes to shit like this, high emotional type of shit, people don't use their fucking brain. Her first encounter after making the police knock on her door for 3 minutes straight, when she comes out, her first words were, don't do anything to me or don't harm me. The police's rebuttal to that was, why would we harm you when you called us out here? Also, if you've been watching the same video that I have been watching, it was completely pitch black dark in this house. Where the fuck did you get time to go put boiling hot water on? Or is that what you were doing when you took those 3 minutes coming to the door. Also, I'm going to say this again. If you call the police because you say you hear people outside your house or you hear something around your house, why are you dressed the way you're dressed if you're worried about somebody in your house, even if they could come in your house or rape you, beat you up? Those are not clothes that you put on in case you think you got to get in a situation when you have to fight somebody. That's a house coat. That don't even make sense. That makes no sense. Okay, the house wasn't dark. Okay. We just watched the video, but okay.
She's still breathing, but she's losing a lot of blood from the head. I'll go get my med kit. Go get hurry, get your med kit. I mean, there's not much we can do.
Now, this is the part that I have issue with. Now you want to go get a med kit. You just told your partner 2 minutes ago not to go get a med kit. Excuse me. You told your partner 2 minutes ago not to go get a med kit, and now all of a sudden you want to go get your med kit? This is weird.
We can at least try and stop the blood.
Oh my God, that's a lot of damn blood on the ground. Oh man, you can still hear her breathing. Well, Doug, that's part of their protocol. They supposed to help after the police shoot them. They supposed to help them, but them waiting that long is crazy to me. Like if you're gonna wait 2-3 minutes to actually to give some type of medical assistance to the person that you just shot in the head, what the fuck are you doing now?
Come on. Where's he at? Come on.
Yeah, the guy that's applying pressure now, he didn't shoot his gun at all, but also his partner jumped in front of him in his line of fire. So even if he did shoot, he would end up shooting his partner. That's why he didn't shoot. And I don't understand why the other officer, that's why I say he took those 5 steps forward, could have took those 5 steps out of the house instead of jumping up to go engage her like that. Because that's why I say this. A pot of water ain't gonna go nothing but 3 feet. Let's just be real, 3 feet. You and this dude could have walked y'all ass out the house, goofy ass out the house. That's my only thing I say. I say I went in the house after she said everything was all right. But then I understand if it was some dude outside that was going to get her and we don't make thorough checks, then we could be held liable for that too. But my stance is I don't understand why this woman he definitely was trigger happy. Because he told her, he said, you better not, I'm going to shoot you in the fucking face. That's what he told her. He said, you better not, I'm going to shoot you in the fucking face. Because if y'all understand the body language, when she got the pot of water, she was going to throw that water on him. And that's why he was warning her. Y'all might be like, well, he shouldn't have talked to her that way. No, that's warning, bitch. Like, don't be throwing that water on me because we here for you. I do believe he was trigger happy. And if we continue to watch this video, this is why I think he's mentally ill too. Fucking ads. Yeah, the other cops pulled up first before the paramedic.
She's still gasping a little bit. We got an EMS coming fast. You want to hand me another rag up there? Up there, to your right. Right there.
Is there anything you can do before? No. All right. I'm not even gonna waste my med stuff then. You want to run down real quick? Nope, not yet. All right. House is clear. She was the only one.
Where's the gun?
No, she had a boiling water and came at me with boiling water.
You shot her?
Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came out with boiling water. That's what all this is. I'm standing right here.
All right.
And that's where she's landed.
What do you all need for a moment?
Just nothing right now. Just hang out.
I need
Yeah, I know the cop that didn't get charged was actually blessed that his partner jumped in front of him like he did. I don't know if he would have shot that gun if his partner wasn't in front of him, but that actually saved him some jail time. And you can tell how his actions are. The one that's applying the one that shot her, he didn't want to help. But you could tell by even how he's applying pressure and how he's talking, he's very remorseful. The one that shot her, what? He been fired 6 different times. See, that's that bullshit. If he been fired 6 different times, then what the fuck is he working? Let me read this, research this real quick, because I don't just let y'all just get on here and say anything. He had 2 DUIs. Let's see what CNN. Dang, it says record. Deputy worked at 6 agencies in 4 years after being charged twice for DUI. Grayson had worked at 6 law enforcement agencies in Illinois since 2020, according to Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standard Board. He began working part-time at Pawnee Police in August 2020, then moved to the Kincaid and Verdant Police Department before taking up full-time work with Auburn Police, the Logan County Sheriff's Office in May in 2023, Sangamon County. It is unclear why Grayson changed jobs so frequently, and CNN has reached out to the other law enforcement agencies for information. Court's record indicate Grayson was charged with 2 DUI misdemeanor offenses in Illinois, Macoupin County, one in 2015 and the other in 2016. The first incident occurred in August 2015 when Grayson's vehicle was impounded after he was charged with driving under the influence. He pleaded guilty to the charges and paid more than $1,300 in fines. According to court records, another charge accusing him of driving under the influence with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.08 was dismissed. The following year in July, Grayson was charged again with DUI, pleaded guilty, and paid more than $2,400 in fines, court record shows. Petition calling for an investigation why Sangamon County hired Grayson was circulated at a March at a march and barbecue in Springfield on Monday night. Yeah, that dude should not have been no police officer. And that's probably what he was dealing with, is alcoholism. Three DUIs is in fucking insane. 3 DUIs is in fucking insane. And you mean to tell me you got this type of policeman wielding a gun? He could have been drunk right in and out. I wonder they're gonna take his blood, his toxicology report when he get to the police department.
You still want me holding this pressure?
Yeah. EMS is coming.
She's still gasping.
Okay.
Man, hearing her breathe is very difficult. I'll speed it up a little bit.
Go ahead and have them short.
No. This crime scene. Stay out. Came out of the make contact. You can't, don't move that. You can't. Don't move that if you can't.
Hey, if y'all could do me a favor, y'all make sure y'all like the video and make sure y'all share it. I appreciate it. I'm gonna start trying to go live a lot more around this time too. We're gonna be talking about a lot of good videos. So y'all make sure y'all help your boy grow the channel.
Yeah, it's that got everything under it.
Try not to move that bag. We'll take her out on the backboard so we don't have to.
I need you guys over here.
Yep.
We need that backboard.
All right, go and get that down. Get sit on buckles out of the way.
In the kitchen right
You
now.
guys grab a backboard.
Yep. Stay with him. I got it. Do it now.
Yeah, it's good. That was the eye. Okay. She's still having no breathing. No. We'll get her on the backboard. Get her in the bag. Get her. Please try not to move this bag.
Try to move that bag. Okay. One more. I got some. Try to hold that bag. Yep.
It's in here.
Okay, here I'll cut your name for everybody.
Have move this bucket behind you.
Yeah, you're fine. I can't feel an exit wound. I'm not sure. I haven't seen one either.
Okay. Don't move that bag. Okay.
Do we know what caliber weapon she shot with?
9 mil.
9 mm.
Okay. All right, backboard. Let's go.
What are you trying to grab? What do you want to there? I would say we just need to grab her, bring her up over the blood. Yeah.
Do you need me out of your way?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take out. You got that right.
Hey, County, do we have any idea who she is?
We were trying to ID her.
I think her name is Sandra. They were out there earlier.
I was call her.
Did you hear? She said they were out there earlier today.
What's the chances you can go
If you want to have body mastery, I can almost guarantee you're wasting thousands of dollars in 5, 10, 20 years of your life. And I mean,
sir. It's a
So I got a question for y'all. Did he do that for show? Or do y'all think he was really remorseful? Now, this is the one that didn't shoot and tried to run to get his med kit as soon as it happened, but his other partner told him not to. Y'all think he's remorseful? Do y'all think he's really dealing with this hard? Or what do y'all think? Put in the comment section. So now, y'all know what I want to know. If this policeman stays on this police force or stays a policeman, what would be his next steps in returning to the police force? Like, I think we should know that as a community. Does he have psych evaluations? Do he have regular checkups? Do he have lie detector tests? Does he have to go through training all over again? Does he have to ride with someone else? Doesn't, like for another year or two without being in the field solo? Like, what are the things or the steps, I guess, the road to recovery for him to be back out there in the field or on the force by himself, or to be a suitable police officer? I wonder what the next steps would be, because we need to know. Do y'all just throw them back out there like, oh, he say I'm good, he had one psych evaluation? Like, when you get the job, you don't have to have one psych evaluation and we put you back out there in the field because the doctor say you good? Or like, is there steps that are taken to make sure you're actually good? Now, the other policeman, he crazy. He a drunkard. He got some mental issues, because 3 DUIs is no reason for this guy to be a police officer. I'm sorry. Any type of drug-related offenses, you got to be out of there. I don't care what it is. You don't need to be smoking no weed. Hell, I drive 18-wheelers and they tell us we hit somebody and we got anything in our system, they putting us under the jail. I drive 18-wheelers. They say you hit somebody, you got weed in your system, alcohol in your system, a narcotic in your system that you ain't prescribed for, it's over for you. You go out there and hit somebody and kill them, you're going under the jail. So this is a police officer. I'm just saying, they have the burden on them is a lot higher than me. He should quit. That was messed up. I do think certain things like this should warn you to quit, but then at the same time, I got to think about him being a man and feeding your family too, especially because I don't know his actions. He might be one of those few guys that actually joined the police force thinking he can make a change. So I don't know. He might have good intentions on why he became a police officer. You think they make the whole police force train whenever they get there? Probably give some de-escalation training. And see, this is another thing. When you have people like that, where they've had multiple calls to a house, it should be some type of label or something that you put on that phone number or that person's name that gives you like a mental illness or mental disability. So when you police goes out to the house, they need to have it to where they have trained like doctors, psychologists, or therapists that can go out with you to handle those de-escalation things. So when she comes to the door, hey, you know, don't harm me. Why would we harm you? That's when a medical professional should have took over, because now I'm trying to figure out why you would call me and the first thing you say to me is don't hurt me or harm me. You gotta ask yourself, why would you call anybody? I don't give a fuck even if it ain't the police. If you called your homegirl over there and said you heard a man out there and she opens the door and said, hey, don't harm me, that would be suspicious to anybody.
Everybody need anything? I'm good. Okay. You doing all right? Yeah, I'm all right. All right. Thanks, so. Absolutely.
Man. Yeah.
You can go get it, but that's a headshot. God damn it. God, fuck. Dude, I'm not taking fucking boiling water to the fucking head. And look, it fucking came right to our feet, too. God damn it.
God damn it.
You good?
I'm good. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Holstered up. Let her fucking just... There's nothing we can do, man.
Fuck.
318, she's still breathing, but she's losing a lot of blood from the head. I mean, there's not much we can do.
Well, this is the guy that shot her body cam. So let's see what happens on here.
Fuck.
No, that wasn't the shooter that was leaning on the car. That wasn't the shooter. That was the guy. That was the other police officer. Now we're watching the body cam of the guy who shot her. He's walking outside, walking to his car. He doesn't seem to be in no urgency to get this kit to help this lady.
Do we got any call history with her being 1096? That would explain why. Negative. She's in the kitchen. Just Sergeant, who, no.
Let's just chill out here. Just search right now.
Are you guys secure?
Yeah, we're secure.
Is that covered?
No, it's just her in the house. She's 1096. So, is there anything you think we can do for her? No. All right. I'm not even going to waste my med stuff then. You want to run down real quick?
Nope, not yet.
All right. House is cleared. She was the only one.
Where's he going?
No, she had a boiling water and came at me with boiling water.
You shot her?
Yeah. She said she was going to rebuke me in the name of Jesus and came at me with boiling water. That's what all this is. I was standing right here.
All right.
And that's where she's landed.
What do you all need for a moment?
Just nothing right now. Just hang out there for me. Thank you.
I need cranks and put them around the house if you guys can.
But other than that, that's I think it.
Anything else suspect?
Me.
Oh, I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm good. This fucking bitch is crazy.
Damn, to say that about a lady that you just killed.
Who's got tape? I think I got a roll.
I got some coming up.
You got enough? If not, I got a roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop playing it right here. What I'm gonna say is, when they come to police and police shootings and stuff like that, there needs to be some type of training that police do all the time. Not psych evaluations when they first get the job. Not training where you only have to go 100 hours of training a year or whatever it is. It's something really light. They need to have more de-escalation things that they teach to police officers. Just because you have the power and the authority to do certain things doesn't mean that you should. Just because you have the power and the authority to kill someone doesn't mean you should. I understand comply, but at the same time, when you interacted with this woman, you knew that she was mentally unstable. And that has to account for something. Police have to make concessions for people who are mentally ill, because they are shutting down all the insane asylums or mental health facilities for people to get help or to place them or give them proper housing. Now, I do think the police that shot her has his mental issues and is an alcoholic. And that's safe to say by what we've seen with his 3 DUIs that he's received. There's no reason that this man should be on anybody's police force, which is crazy to see and crazy to watch. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do y'all think it was justified or wasn't justified? How could you have handled this situation differently? What skills have you learned throughout life to possibly, if you were in this situation, to make it a better situation? It's sad that people call for help and end up dying. I will say that. The help you call helps you to your death. And one thing that I notice about death when I look around, death is typically going to be painful. Death is typically going to be bad. Most people are going to die from, like Sonya, gunshot, cancer, hit by a bus, car accident, getting old and falling, brain aneurysms. Like that peaceful death that I think most of us hope for, we'll never see it. So seeing something like this in your psyche is very damaging. But I also know the time that they released this with a black woman running for presidency, I had to ask myself also, why are they plastering this all over the news and everywhere else? I do hate that it seems as if every 4 years in a news cycle, they have to drop a black body to push a political agenda. 4 years ago, we had George Floyd. Let that sink in. I think the 4 years before that, we had Mike Brown. Let that sink in. Then you had the formation of Black Lives Matter. I just hate that us as black people, we're emotional. Now, this was a bad situation, do not get me wrong. But it's sad that when you understand that media is ran by the Democratic Party and they put this out there, Roman centurions. Let me see what that look like real quick. I think that's kind of the bad ones would kill you for anything. I agree. But you know, the talking point, and this is the thing, the talking point is police brutality is so bad in the black community that police are just killing black people all willy-nilly. But we only get viral clips or known police shootings that we all can come together and talk about around election time, which is, I think, 107 days away. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Once again, this is a bad play on both people. The woman, how she act, and the police officers, how they act. When you have the authority or in a authoritative position, you should act as such. You should act as such. Just because you can take someone's life don't mean you should. Literally, the door was 5 steps away, and we had a policeman take 5 steps forward to look around the counter. When every time I've seen police situations, when you can't see the assailant, you typically call them out. If they were in the garage, you don't go in their garage, you call them out. If they're in the house, you say, hey, come out with your hands up. If they're in the car, you say, hey, come out with your hands up. You never approach or go around any place where you cannot see. And I know that is police training 101. So for him to make that aggressive stance and move forward to this woman like this, I know he was trigger happy. Y'all make sure to share the video and like it. It's the Normal Podcast. Here we go. Peace.